good morning. It's time once again for the House Whisperer Show on WWDB Talk 860. I'm Barry Reisman, inviting you to stay tuned for expert advice about maintaining your house from the roof to the basement. From the guy who knows, professional home inspector Jack Milne. And Jack tells us every house has a story, and boy, does he have a lot of stories to tell us. And Jack, how you doing this morning?
I am great, Barry. I can't believe that this is Memorial Day weekend already.
I know. Either can I. We were just talking about it off the air, and if you blink your eyes, it'll be Labor Day weekend.
I know, and here, I was all geared up, to say let's get ready for summer. And in fact, I'm going to do a show on that next week because I know kind of spring came and left, but I'm not quite sure where it is or was. But that'll be next week. I want to get everybody geared up. But this week, I'm going to have a lot of fun because this show is going to be called The Pearls and Wisdom from the House Whisperer. And the reason I'm bringing this topic up is that the real estate market is on fire. And I think it's probably one of the busiest seasons we've had maybe since 2004, maybe 2005. So, from out there talking to the realtors, right now there's no homes in Chester County or Bucks County for what I call the $300,000 to the $500,000 bracket, and if there are, well, they have multiple offers. So, again, today's show, I'm going to try to let you know what I've been thinking about. And it's going to talk about various topics and thoughts that I can pass along to you to help you acquire the house you want. So before we begin, please let's thank the sponsors, and please let them know that you heard their ad on the House Whisperer Show. So Buxmont Inspections, Rob Bowie out of Sellersville, Pennsylvania. I've been seeing a lot of both Rob and Don, and they just do wonderful work when it comes to the evaluation of on-site sewage systems. Reach out to them at 215-669-4213, and their website is buxmontinspections.com. And one of the things that I've been talking to a lot of larger homeowners about is if you have a toilet or a bathroom in your basement, you're going to be using a pump called the macerator. A macerator holds about 42 gallons of waste, and guys, what happens if that pump fails? It's a bad day. So these folks can install a pump alarm for you that in case of pump failure, it sounds this obnoxious horn, and it's going to be a warning, don't flush. So, again, reach out to Rob Bowie at Buxmont Inspections. Burrow Exterminating, they do termite and radon testing, and this is a time for swarms. So if you're seeing a lot of wings in corners of your home or areas like windowsills, door frames that you haven't seen before, why don't you reach out to Rob Bruno at 610-586-5640, and their website is burrowexterminating.com. Pest Blaster, radon, mold, wood-destroying insect evaluations, pest removal. I think they do it all, and they do a very good job of it. So any assistance with them, they're out of Hamilton, New Jersey, 215-295-5555, and their website is pestblaster.com. A couple of weeks ago, I was referencing a motorcycle trip that I'm going to go to Eustis, Maine in July, and I finally got the gear from brainflushgear.com and was able to give it out to a bunch of my friends, and just awesome designs, awesome characters, and Kevin over there at brainflushgear.com does a wonderful job. So anything eclectic that you can wear, think of brainflushgear.com, and their email is contact@brainflushgear.com. Finally, Tri-County Inspection Company. I've been running Tri-County now for over 30 years. July 12th is our anniversary. And we've served about 76,000 clients over that period of time. And, again, we're averaging right now between 35 and 40 properties a week. So we are busy. But every one of my inspectors is top-notch, easy to deal with, easy to talk to, and we offer one of the best narrative reports in the business. So if you're looking to buy, sell, invest, think Tri-County Inspection Company. Our website is tcinspect.com. In the Bucks and Montgomery County areas, 215-295-2030. In the Lehigh Valley, 610-346-7880. And for South Jersey now, 856-853-4224. Look us up and check our credentials. That's all we can ask. So in a few weeks, I'm going to revisit the email box because it's starting to fill up again. And I want to dedicate that show to my listeners. And while the market is hot, kind of like the temperature outside right now, again, I really wanted to spread, my wealth of knowledge. So for those who want to email me, please send me any thoughts at thehousewhisperershow@gmail.com. Previous episodes are available at thehousewhisperer.com, and podcasts, of course, 24/7 at www.dbam.com. So let's get it started, man. I'm psyched for this. The pearls and wisdom for the House Whisperer. So I've got them I've got them listed. I don't know if there's one that's more important than the other, but I think this one is at the top of the list. Number one, get pre-qualified for your mortgage. Know what you can afford before you put your offer in. The mortgage company can check credit ratings, student loans, car payments. So when you write that agreement of sale with your real estate professional, you can set the bait, hook the seller, and move on with the transaction. That, I think, is critical because with the market as hot as it is now, if you did not do your homework and you do not know what you can afford, then there's a good chance you may lose that property based on something as simple as being pre-qualified. So if you and the significant other are seriously considering real estate, sit down with your mortgage lender now, and they will help you. There's a bunch of different programs out there. You don't have to sit with the first guy. You can sit with the second guy. But please, get that homework done. It will be invaluable. Next, number two, and I see this on my side, extend the time of the home inspection. And what I mean by that, typically after an agreement of sale is signed, the typical time frame in a slow market is 7 to 10 days. But keep in mind that it's not only the home inspection, but it's going to be your ancillary inspections like radon, termite, well testing, septic, mold, water, etc. And now with a busy market, I would hope that 15 days should be expected. Now, you may find an inspection company that can do it quicker, but if they're a sole proprietor, and most home inspectors are today, and they can do your inspection tomorrow, honestly, I probably wouldn't hire them. Tri-County, with 4 inspectors, again, are doing 35 to 40 properties per week. So the good companies may have a waiting list. For my New Jersey listeners, I always ask, please get past the attorney review process before you book the inspection. I personally have never met an attorney, maybe besides mine, that does anything timely. And they will probably need all 3 days and sometimes more before they approve the agreement of sale. So this 15-day window requires that all inspection results are obtained to the seller. Otherwise, you are agreeing to buy that property as is. So there's a lot of stress and strain to get things done on a timely basis, and I can understand that, folks. But at the same time, you want to hire someone who is qualified and knowledgeable, and don't just find the first guy in the book because he can satisfy you quick. There's a reason for that. So, again, I think the realistic approach is a 10 to a 15-day window. Next, don't rent but buy. I did a young professional couple the other day in Fishtown, and the house needed some work, but they saw the potential it offered. And after taxes and with the location in the city, the purchase was actually less than what they were paying for rent. So ask your realtor, and he and she, or she can help you, prepare for that. So rents are going up. I can guarantee you that, and because landlords think that you're locked in. If you're seriously thinking about real estate, next time you sign your lease, do a month-to-month. So it offers you a little bit more flexibility, and you won't be locked into the next year. And I think, most landlords may charge a little bit more because it's a month-to-month, but at the end of the day, if you find a property in 6 months and you settle 3 months later, you won't have to pay up that final 3 months. So have discussions. Know how you want to plan your life. The next point is when you're talking mortgages, 30-year mortgages are still under 4%. And folks, that's cheap money. So currently if you have student loans, depending on who is holding your future, your student loans can vary anywhere between 3 to 6% over the term of the loan. Now, my son has a loan, so that's why I know I'm talking from the heart here. What we found is that you cannot consolidate these loans under one umbrella. If they do, they're more than willing to, ready for this, take your rate from 10 years to 20 years. I wouldn't even want to think about the interest that you would be paying trying to consolidate a loan. But, folks, real estate mortgages are 3.6 to 3.8. It's still cheap money. And so when I bought in 1987, I did a 15-year note, and I was blessed to get 8 3/4%. The faster the market goes, the faster they're going to want to raise rates. So if you're kicking tires, be ready to act. So, folks, hang in there. Let's listen to our sponsors, and we'll be right back on the House Whisperers.
Oh, you certainly will. You're listening to the House Whisperers Show with Jack Milne on WWDB Talk 860.
Boro Exterminating has been specializing in wood-destroying insect inspection and control for over 40 years, serving Philadelphia and the surrounding counties. All inspectors are state certified and ensure providing their clients with professional inspections and treatments. Boro not only performs conventional termite treatments, but also handles special services like historic buildings and homes with wells, creeks, or ponds. The client is assured that all treatments will be performed safely when you hire Boro to do the work. They also provide radon testing in their service area. Boro's full-time office staff is available to help you schedule an appointment. Just call 610-586-5640 or send an email request to boroinspects@verizon.net. That's 610-586-5640 or email at boroinspects@verizon.net.
Specially created t-shirts by BrainFlushGear.com offer the extreme sports enthusiast an opportunity to have a clothing line available that suits their sport. BrainFlushGear.com understands that when we get the moment where we can jump on our motorcycles, wave runners, surfboards, snowmobiles, or skateboards, it can be priceless. They offer custom artwork including silk screening, transfers, and embroidery. Speak to one of their consultants today and they'll help you create your own Brain Flush. Visit BrainFlushGear.com or email them at contact@BrainFlushGear.com.
For your septic inspection and testing needs, please consider Bucksmont Inspections. They've been serving the Bucks and Montgomery County areas for over 15 years. As members of the Pennsylvania Septic Management Association, the Pennsylvania Association of Sewage Enforcement Officers, and the Pennsylvania Association for Professional Soil Scientists, Bucksmont Inspections can inspect your existing septic system or test for your new septic system placement. Please call Rob Bowie at 215-669-4213 and say you heard their ad on the House Whisperers Show.
Tri-County Inspection Company has been providing professional home inspections, commercial inspections, and historic property evaluations for over 30 years. For all of your real estate transactions, call Tri-County Inspections at 215-295-2030. For their New Jersey clientele, call 856 853-4224. Tri-County Inspection Company covers 13 counties, serving both New Jersey and Pennsylvania. They have performed inspections for over 70,000 clients and are members of the American Society of Home Inspectors, as well as the Pennsylvania Home Inspectors Coalition. They are licensed in both Philadelphia and New Jersey. Call 215-295-2030 or 856-853-4224.
As the temperatures gradually rise, so do the odds of all those filthy and unwanted critters invading your home, like rodents, roaches, termites, and flies. Oh my! This summer, if you want to feel safe and secure from a possible creeping, crawling disaster, do yourself a favor and call the exterminating experts at Pest Blaster for all your pest control needs, including tests for radon and mold. Please visit pestblaster.com and you'll be sold. 215-295-5555.
Our house is a very, very, very fine house.
And we're back. Jack Milne, the House Whisperer, is here. And he's got a lot of good stuff to talk about today. Jack, let's pick up where we left off.
Well, thank you, Barry. Before the break, I'm calling the show The Pearls of Wisdom from the House Whisperer. And being out on the streets literally every day, meeting 2 and 3 clients every day, I'm getting an opportunity to see what's going on around me, and so I can share this information with you. So my next point, and the realtors love this phrase, is location, location, location. And I'm going to expand on that, and time passes too quickly. So when I meet my clients, they just had their offer accepted. Of course they're nervous. And I ask them, how long do you plan to stay? Are you on the 5-year plan, the 10-year plan, 30 years? Or are you going to exit the property feet first? So your buying plan should include an exit strategy too. Now, this may be your first home or it may be your last home, but I think you should let your inspector know this. And by location, we mean, is it close to work? Is it close to school, daycare, the parents, good roads, maybe shopping? Or does it mean that you want to be off the grid? So you can go anywhere. And especially with my location in Bucks County, for me, the location's critical because I can be in New Jersey in 5 minutes. I can be on 95 in 3 minutes. I can be in Philadelphia in a half hour without traffic, an hour with traffic. And all I can tell you, folks, is the turnpike, no matter where you go, it sucks. And excuse my French, but every day I'm spending almost an hour going one exit. So for me, I need access to various areas rather quickly to serve my clients. So if you want to take the train or a bus to work, maybe the station location is most important to you. Sometimes, you go an hour to work in one direction and your significant other goes an hour in the other direction. But at least there's a balance. So give serious consideration as to where you want to go and how long you want to stay. I ask that again of all my clients, and usually I find, especially for first-time buyers, they're usually on that 5 to 10-year plan. And if that is the case, then I know exactly how to work for those people on that day. I do a lot of transferees being this close to New Jersey, and it seems people want to move on this side of the Delaware, but I ask on average, how long do you stay? Because my average is 4 to 5 years. Now I know how to work for that family. So the more information you can give your home inspector, the better he can help you serve your needs and plan your time within the dwelling. Now, next point is kids. Now, we all know that if we've had kids, it's a quick change in both lives and lifestyle. So all of a sudden, that one-bedroom apartment or that small center city condo is out. Once that baby bump starts, it may be time to really relocate everything and think about everything that was all of a sudden within walking distance, because now, because of the stroller and the playpen and the circle thing with wheels with toys, all of a sudden it may require a car or, God forbid, a van to move the kids' stuff, which is a lot bigger than ours. The new destination has been typically the burbs, and I see it all the time, and it's just a natural progression. So location now becomes good schools, availability to services, and everyday needs. And a single income may make a difference too. So these are all factors that you have to think about with the next move. Next, taxes and condo fees. Who would have thunk that in Lower Bucks, I think I like that word, thunk it, that in Lower Bucks County, where I reside, taxes can range between roughly $3,500 a year to $12,000 a year on up. Now, you know, for a $12,000 tax bill, you're going to be living in a home roughly worth about $600,000. For the $3,500 a year, you're probably in the $350,000 to maybe $400,000 range. But I like what I call the hidden fees, like condo fees. Sometimes that's $125 a month for simple things like trash and snow and lawn cutting, but it can go as high as $350 a month if it covers exterior components like the roof, siding, and maintenance. But, folks, it never covers windows. The associations understand that they cost too much, and the failure rate is way too quick. So you want to look for all the hidden costs that can affect your future. In Bucks County, another one that I know I've been hit by is the 0.1% right to live in my municipality tax. So, for example, I get a tax bill from this group called Keystone Collections for the benefit of one of my inspectors who lives in Doylestown, another one who lives in Quakertown, and another one who lives in Newtown. So, fortunately, where I live, I haven't been hit with that one yet. But that's another hidden tax that takes full advantage of your wallet. Look at the city, Philadelphia wage tax. Those of you who work in the city understand it completely, and I think that's one of the reasons why you're seeing young flight out of the city because they're tired of paying the fees. Here's another good one, closing costs. Now, this is when you go to the settlement table. And keep in mind that the realtors always do their best to be as close as possible, but it is estimated because no one really knows for sure. For example, if you have a June settlement, you're going to have to pay taxes for your new property up to the next half year. Title insurance can range from anywhere from $700 to $1,400. Again, just a guess on my part. The appraisal, $300 to maybe $400. The oil left in the tank you may be charged for. So if you have 100 gallons at $3.50 a gallon, well, there's $350. And there's all these other incidentals that can put a dent in your wallet come closing day. So my advice is to prepare to pay more than what they said. If you have to, you may want to borrow some money from mom or dad if you have to, but the numbers should be close. But honestly, and I've settled on quite a few properties that are never what you thought. So you want to have a little, you want to be better prepared than what that goodwill estimate says, and that has been prepared for you when you signed your agreement of sale. Next one is moving costs. U-Haul, Ryder, Enterprise. If you're young, it's not too bad. If you're on your second or third home, the budget can go way higher. The wife, the husband, the 3 children, the stuff that accumulates along the way can cost you a few $1,000s to move a simple moving van. But, if you're on your 4th or 5th home, you may have a fleet of moving vans. So if you plan to move, plan to get rid of the things that you don't need or want. Personally, I donate. Anything that has not been used in a year is out of here. And I like helping the folks who may not be as fortunate as my family is. And folks, that's the Salvation Army, AMVETS, Purple Hearts, Goodwill, and others. I mean, there's a bunch. And there is a lot of satisfaction in this. Plus, I always think of the tax incentives. So you have to turn your home back into a house. And I know I've talked about this before, and I know it's not easy. But you have to pack up all those mementos. And please, I ask that you call your children so that they can go through their bedrooms where they have not slept in maybe 15 years and let them make the decision as to what should be kept or tossed. And it's going to take the pressure off you as parents, too. And that big dog that your daughter won from a boyfriend in 1975, who's no longer in the picture, is an easy one. But as a parent, you don't want to be blamed for the dog's demise. So, in closing, you have to prepare as buyers and sellers to be ready for a strong market. And Philadelphia has always been a strong market, as well as the surrounding counties. I love Philadelphia because we draw people from New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland. Of course, Philadelphia itself, the Delaware, Chester, Burlington County, Salem counties, all these counties that Tri-County serves, everyone seems to be around the city of brotherly love. So do me a favor. If you're selling, don't sell yourself short. The market is strong, so you have to be prepared. For the buyers, you put your best offer in first. You may have to counteroffer, but if you're looking in that $300,000 to $500,000 price range, put in your best number, because there may be someone who's on your shoulder that if they have multiple offers that they're looking at and you're pre-qualified and the person behind you is not, most likely they will take your offer. So be strong, be prepared, do your homework, get your finances in order, get your student loans in order, pay down your car loans, pay off your credit card bills. And for what I understand, for some reason, that Verizon phone bill or cable bill is extremely important. So make sure that you're not late on any of those types of things that will affect your credit rating. Next week, we're going to talk about getting ready for summer. So, folks, happy Memorial Day. Have a great time. Take Monday off. Drive safe and enjoy your family. And we'll talk to you next week on The House Whisperers.
Hey, great show, Jack. Always a lot of good stuff. Tune in again next week for another edition of the House Whisperers Show with professional home inspector Jack Milne. And you can listen to previous programs, or if you have any questions, visit thehousewhisperershow.com. I'm Barry Reisman, and thank you for listening to WWDB Talk 860.